Hi everyone, welcome. I'm going to do a mat Pilates class with you. So we'll get started just standing here. Feet are going to be hip width distance apart. So if you look down, you can fit about a fist in between your feet. It's where that femur bone leaves your hip joint. And then roll those shoulders back, right? So standing up nice and tall, get the arms involved. So nice big inhale, reaching up, a little back bend if you'd like. And exhale, tucking that chin to chest, slowly rolling yourself down, one vertebra at a time. Making sure to keep the hips over the ankles, so soft bend in the knees. Inhale and exhale, you're gonna scoop the abdominals and slowly stack your spine up, one vertebra at a time, making sure that the shoulders, neck, and head are last. Two more here. So inhale, reaching up, and exhale, slowly again, rolling yourself down. Again, let the knees soften, keeping the hips over those ankles still. Let the head drop. Inhale, and exhale. Use the abdominals, stacking your spine up like you're stacking up against a wall, slightly pushing those hips forward. And again, making sure that head's that last piece. I'm going to turn to the side for this last one here. So inhale, reaching up, and exhale, slowly rolling on down. Again, don't lock out those knees, keep them nice and soft. So from here, we're actually just going to go ahead, we're going to start in our push-up. So we're in this position here. So I want you to try to walk out in 3 hand steps. 1, 2, 3. You should be in your plank position. So elbows are going to stay in nice and tight to the body. If you need to drop to your knees, right, you could drop to your knees. Make sure you keep that torso in that nice straight line. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to start with 3 push-ups here. So inhaling, lowering down, and exhale, coming up. Let those elbows go behind you. Let them brush against that rib cage. Right, and 3. Go ahead, we'll drop to our knees here. Just get the blood flowing a little bit. Good. We're gonna go ahead, we'll turn around, and we'll come lying down on our back. So let's just go ahead, we'll sit up tall, feet are hip width distance apart, arms out extended, and exhale slowly. Rolling yourself down, one vertebra at a time, coming all the way down. Arms are going to come nice and long by your side, fingertips reaching together here. And bring those feet in a little bit closer towards your bottom. So find your neutral pelvis, your neutral spine. So you have some room under the small of the back, right? Pelvis is in that same plane with the pubic bone. Nice big inhale, prepare. And then exhale, we want to tuck the pelvis and slowly roll those hips up one vertebra at a time. Make sure that we're not overarching. We're in this nice straight line with the body. Inhaling here and exhale slowly, one vertebra at a time, rolling yourself down, going all the way to neutral. Inhale, prepare, and then exhale, tucking the pelvis, rolling yourself up. Good. Inhale, and exhale, slowly melting down. Making sure that you're using those inner thighs to not let those knees open out or fall in towards each other. So keeping, right, knees in line with those ankles, going back up. Again, exhale, and inhale, we pause, and exhale slowly, rolling down. Good. Let's go ahead, we'll do 2 more here. So exhale again, tucking the pelvis, rolling up. Inhale and exhale, slowly rolling yourself down. Last one. Good. Rolling up. So let's go ahead. We're going to lift that right leg into a tabletop position. So knee is bent 90 degrees. And we're going to keep those hips up. Inhale, we tap that foot down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tapping down, and exhale, lift. Good. We do 3 and 2. Last one. Go ahead and place that right foot down. And now left leg comes up to tabletop. Again, keeping those hips up as high as you can. Inhale down and exhale, lift. Inhale and exhale. So if you can't hold yourself up, right, you could go back down, lying down on the mat. We have 2 more here. And exhale, last one. Good, placing that foot down. And then let's go ahead, we'll slowly melt ourselves down 1 vertebra at a time. Good. From here, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do our spine twist. So let's open those arms out to your T position. We're gonna have those palms facing up. So fingertips are reaching, right? So the arms are active. And then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna lift one leg into tabletop and then the next, gluing those legs together here. So make sure the knees are over the hips and then we have your shins parallel to the ground. Glue those legs together. Keep those shoulders down on the mat the entire time. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna inhale, we're gonna drop those legs over to the right side, lifting off that left hip. And then exhale, we pull those legs back to center using our obliques. Inhale over to the left side, keeping that right shoulder down, lifting off that right hip. And exhale again, pull with the obliques, coming back to center. Inhale as we go over. And then exhale, really thinking about pulling ribs and then hip and to the left. And exhale. Good. From here, we're just going to extend the right knee. So those thighs are still glued together. Our knees are still glued together. We've only extended the knee. We're not extending anywhere any more different from that hip. And then same thing, we're going to go ahead. Inhale over and exhale, pull. Right, so this might feel a little bit different. You might not be able to go as far on one side or the other, and that's okay. And then exhale, center. Good. Go ahead, bend the right knee and extend that left knee. And over to the right to start. Inhale, and then exhale. Good. Inhaling over. Again, keeping the shoulders down and exhale. We're going to go ahead, we extend both legs. So doing this nice big tick-tock shape, right? Inhaling over, keeping the shoulders down, right? So this might be a little bit more work for those obliques. And then exhale, pulling back to center. And inhaling over. And exhale. We'll do one more each side. To the right, long legs. And then exhale. Good. And a last one like this. And exhale. Right, so let's go ahead, we'll go right into that corkscrew. So, going to start the same, right? So we inhale over. This time you exhale, you circle those legs down and around, coming up and back to center. Inhale to the left, circling down and around and back to center. Inhale and exhale, nice big circle. Right? So think you want to hit each number on that clock as you go around. Inhale and exhale. Good. And let's go ahead. We'll do one more set here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale over and exhale, circling down and around. And let's go ahead. We'll bend those legs into tabletop and place one foot down. And then the next. We're going to go ahead, we're going to take those arms, we're going to interlace all 10 fingers, place your hands behind your head. So let's make sure that we have those feet hip-width distance apart again. And then we're using those inner thighs. So inner thighs are engaged, so pretend maybe you're holding or squeezing a ball, so we don't want those legs coming together, but we're not letting them just kind of open out wide. You have your head heavy in your hands, so we're creating this hammock with your hands for your head. Elbows stay wide, so we're not pulling on the neck, we're using the abdominals. Nice big inhale, prepare, and exhale, we lift head, neck, and chest. We look forward, staring at the thighs. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly coming down. Inhale again, and then exhale, coming up. Inhale for this nice pause, and exhale, slowly down. We'll do a few more like this. So again, making sure that we keep that head heavy, we keep that head in line with the spine. So we're not tucking, right, pulling on that neck, right? And we're making sure that we keep those elbows nice and wide. You can see them slightly in your periphery. Exhaling up, inhale, and exhale, Let's go ahead, 2 more here. And exhale, coming up, and exhaling down. Last one, inhale, and exhale, stay here. We're gonna go little pulses up, up. They're just little tiny pulses going a little bit higher for 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down. Good. So you can let those fingers kind of uninterlace them, because we're going to be using the arms to reach across. So we're going to be reaching opposite arm across the knee. And I want your gaze to follow your hand here. So, but we're going to stay lifted throughout. So nice big inhale, and exhale, we lift head, neck, and chest. Good. Inhale here at center. Exhale, let's rotate, reaching that left hand on the outside of that right thigh. Gaze is where those fingers are pointing. Inhaling back to center, and exhale, reaching. Good. Inhale, and exhale. Good. And reach. Good. Trying to stay up through the center, right? So where I'm not going down, I'm staying up, right? My upper torso is lifted here. And inhale, and left, and center, and right, center. Let's do one more set. Left, and right, and coming back, and slowly rolling on down here. Let's go ahead. Arms are going to come along by your sides here, and then we'll slide that left leg out. For a little bit more stability, right, if you want to bring those arms out to the side, right, palms up, keeping that chest and shoulders open, you could do that. Right leg's going to come into tabletop, and then we extend it, and we're going to flex the foot. We're going to do our leg circles. So we're going to go across the body first, trying to keep that foot flexed so that we are engaging that hamstring the entire time. You're going to keep the hips down on the mat. So just going in your range of motion. So circling down and around, and catch. And exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Let's go ahead. We'll just do 2 more in this direction. Last one. And reversing, going outside, circling down and around, and catch. And exhale. Inhale. Again, keep those hips nice and stable. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Bending that leg into tabletop. Let's just go ahead. We'll hug it in. Get a little stretch here. And then go ahead and slide that leg out. Again, arms can go to the sides if you like, or out for a little bit more stability. Left leg into tabletop, and then extend it long, flex the foot, going across the body, so 6 in each direction. So inhale, circling down around, and catch. And exhale. Again, keeping the hips nice and stable, right? So my hip isn't lifting around. Good, last 2. And last 1. And then other direction. And outside, circling down around. And exhale. Last 2 here. And last 1. Good. Go ahead. We'll bend that leg, and let's just hug it in for a moment. Take a little stretch. Right, pulling that knee in towards the ribs. And nice. So go ahead and extend that leg long. We have our legs glued together and our feet pointed here. We're going to go ahead, we're going to do our roll up. So arms come along overhead, palms are facing in. Right? So I like to do a little pause so that we're not using momentum. So try to keep those legs glued together. And inhale, we lift head, neck, and chest. Arms come forward here. Exhale, you're going to roll yourself up. Right? Keep that nice C shape in your spine. And then just bring in the shoulders over the hips. Fingertips are long and together here. Inhale. And exhale, keeping that pelvis tucked. Slowly rolling yourself down. Right? A little pause there. And back. And inhale, and exhale again, rolling up, right? And then make sure that the shoulders are engaged. We're not pushing those arms forward, right? Shoulders are engaged, and then shoulders just come over those hips. And, right, exhale, rolling down nice and slow. And arms back, and inhale, right? Bring those arms parallel to the ground. And now we exhale, we roll up, right? So again, no momentum. We want to use just the abdominals. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly coming down. We're going to go up one more time here. So inhale, and exhale. Good. Now, right, nice big inhale, exhale. We're going to slowly come on down. We're going to go ahead and let those arms come to your side. We're coming down. Lift one leg into tabletop. And then the next. And then we are going to extend those legs out on your diagonal. So keeping those legs glued together, feet pointed. We're going to do our roll over now. So inhale those legs to 90. Exhale, you're rolling over. We bring those legs parallel to the ground. We separate, we flex, we tap behind us if we can. Keep the legs shoulder width distance apart. Keep those feet flexed as you slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Nice and slow. Right, again, using the abdominals as your braking system. And then once those legs come to 90, we point. And we bring those legs back together on our diagonal. Inhale to 90. Exhale, rolling over, right? Flex, separate, tap, and slowly rolling down. Again, keeping those legs where they are, right? So don't let those legs open super wide, right? They're not closing in on each other. We're using the whole body here and point. And again, there's that little quarter circle, bringing them back. Inhale and exhale. And flex and open and tap if you can here. And exhale, rolling on down one vertebra at a time. Nice and slow. Good. Right, and then coming here and bringing those legs back on that diagonal. Now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do our jackknife. So it starts the same. So inhale those legs to 90, right? And then if you can't do that, just continue that rollover, right? Again, exhale, rolling over, legs come parallel. Inhale, we tap. And then exhale, we lift up here. And then slowly rolling down. Again, one vertebra at a time. Good, and then bringing those legs back on your diagonal. Inhale to 90, and exhale, rolling over. Inhale, tap and up, pushing those hips forward. Make sure not to go on that neck. And then exhale, slowly rolling down, one vertebra at a time. We'll do one more like this. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, tap and lift. And then exhale, slowly coming on down. Good, nice and slow. Good, and then let's go ahead, we'll bend those legs into tabletop and place one foot down and then the next. Let's slide those legs out. We're gonna do our roll up to get up here. So bringing those arms again long, overhead, palms facing in. Glue those legs together. Inhale, we lift our neck and chest. And exhale, we're going to roll ourselves up one vertebra at a time. Good, and then we'll come to the front of our mats. We're going to go ahead, we're going to do our rolling like a ball. So, sitting towards the front of the mat, we're going to be balancing on our sit bones. Make sure that you have a clear space behind you, right? We don't want to hit our heads. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to tuck those legs in, point those feet, bring those hands close to the ankles. We're going to tuck that chin in as well. Right, so you're this little ball. Make sure the arms are working, right, to hold those legs in. And then you're going to make sure you don't go on your neck as you roll back. So inhale, rolling back, and then exhale, coming up and pausing before those feet hit the mat. Inhaling back, and exhale. Good, keeping your nice tiny ball, so try not to let those legs go out, right? Keep them in. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling up or back and exhaling up. Let's do 3. And exhale. Again, using those abdominals as your braking system. 2. We have 1 more. Inhale and exhale. If anything, you should have fun doing that. Good. Let's go ahead. We'll put those feet down. And we'll extend those legs out here. So let's glue those legs together. We're going to flex those feet. We're going to open those arms up to the side, palms up. So again, we get that external rotation on your shoulders, keeping the shoulders over the hips. We're going to do our spine twist. If you're in a tight space, right, going to those cactus arms. So exhale, exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, exhale, and center, and twist, twist deeper, center. Twist, twist deeper, center. So it's more than just a pulse, right? We're trying to go deeper, right? Twisting and twist again, right? Exhale all that air out, and then exhale that little tiny last bit, right? So that you could just rotate even deeper. Sit up tall. Good. Keep those feet flexed. And exhale, exhale, center, center, center. Let's do 1 more here. Good, and coming back. So from here, let's go ahead. We're going to open those feet out about mat width distance apart, and we'll keep our feet flexed. We're going to go ahead. We're going to extend those arms. We're going to stack that spine up. We're going to do our spine twist. So again, make sure you're not pushing those shoulders, right, forward. We have them pulled back, and we're up nice and tall. So nice big inhale, and then exhale, tucking your chin to chest, slowly rolling yourself down 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, let's extend the back, and then exhale, coming down and rolling up. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, rolling down. Inhale, let's extend, and then exhale, dropping and coming up. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, extending, reaching long from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and then exhale. Let's just do a few more here. You're tucking that chin to chest. Exhaling out. Inhale, nice extension, and exhale. Last 2, and exhale. Inhale, extend, and dropping and coming in. Last one, right? Peeling that spine off of that wall. Reaching, inhale, extend, and exhale. Good. And coming up. Let's bring those legs together again. Let's point those toes. We'll do that half of that roll down to get ourselves down. Right, so tuck that pelvis, scoop the abdominals, and slowly rolling yourself down 1 vertebra at a time. Good. Let's go ahead. We'll bring those legs into tabletop here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do a few preps, and then we'll go into our 100. So arms are going to come along overhead. Palms are facing up. We're trying to keep those legs in that tabletop position. Nice big inhale, prepare, and then exhale, lifting, reaching those fingertips long and forward. And inhale, lowering down. And exhale, lift. Good. And inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead. We'll do 3 more. 3. And 2. And the last one. We're stay lifted here. Think about using those lats. So you could keep your legs in tabletop. You could extend them long, a little bit more intermediate, or bringing them out on your diagonal, a little bit more advanced. Right? So 100, we're going to do, let me explain this quickly, but it's a total of 100 breaths. We do 10 cycles, 5 inhales, 5 exhales. All right, so setting up again, nice big inhale, prepare, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing those legs in and slowly bringing that head down. Go ahead, let's hug those legs in for a moment. Maybe a little rocking and rolling on the back here. All right. And then we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead, we'll put that left leg, let's extend it all the way long and out. And then we're going to extend that right leg long. Foot is pointed. So we're going to exhale, we lift head, neck, and chest. You grab behind that thigh or behind that calf, right? So think about using the abdominals versus really using the arms, right? So we use the arms, right? They're not just there for decoration, but I really want you to think about using the abdominals to pull that leg in. You keep your gaze forward towards your thigh. So pull, pull, and inhale, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Good. Let's do 3, and 3, 2, and 2. The last one. Good. Go ahead and lower that leg and lower the head. We're going to go ahead, we're going to roll over onto our side. So I'm going to roll over onto my right side here. I think I might have to take this out for a moment. Okay, so you're going to go ahead, you're going to stack yourself up nice and long. So you're going to have your bicep, I always do that, your ear on your bicep here, palm is up. You're going to stack the shoulders and stack the hips. So you're ideally, right, that body's in one straight line, right? If you need to go ahead and bring those legs on that slight diagonal for a little bit more support, we could do that. Let's go ahead, we're going to place that left hand in front of those ribs. Now, make sure you have those obliques engaged. So I don't know if you can see, I have a little bit of room underneath here, right? So I'm not just falling into the mat, right? I'm lifted and engaged already. Right, so now we're going to go ahead, we're going to hover those feet just slightly and exhale, lift. This is where I push my obliques down into the mat. And inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. And lower. Good. And again, really think about using those obliques to lift up and exhale. Again, just bringing those legs to your hover. And let's go ahead. 3, 2, last one. Good. Let's keep it lifted here. Let's do little tiny scissor kicks. Little tiny scissor kicks, breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs together here. Let's go ahead. We're going to bring that top leg back. Bottom leg forward. Now we're going to keep this big scissor shape and lift. Lift, right? Again, using those obliques to lift up. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bringing those legs back to center to meet and slowly lowering down. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to bend those knees in. You could come up onto that elbow here. We're just going to do a little bit of our clam. So again, this hand could be here in the front for a little bit of support, but we're not rolling over. Let's go ahead. We're going to hover those feet off of the mat and exhale, opening that top leg. And good. Opening and inhale, close. Good. Again, obliques are engaged, right? I'm not falling into my shoulder, not falling into my side. Right, again, using now that glute med to open up. And we'll go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let that bottom leg come down, bringing this leg to 90. Now, movement comes from the hip. We're going to use, right, the knee as that directive. So little tiny circles with the knee in one direction. Whatever direction you choose, we're going to do both, right? So let's go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Little tiny circles in that other direction. Remember, it comes from the hip. We're lifted through those obliques. We're lifted through the shoulder, right? You bring that hand on your hip, right? Feeling that little movement for 2 and 1. And go ahead and let's bring that leg down, right? And you can go ahead, pat it out. Let's actually go ahead. We'll turn onto the side. And we'll just do a nice stretch, right? So just crossing that leg over, coming in, and flex the foot to protect the knee, and just pulling, getting that nice glute med stretch here. All right, and breathing. And one more big breath. And slowly releasing. We're gonna come on to the other side, right? So you could just kind of probably turn over where you are. We're going to be lying down nice and long here the entire way. So ear is on the bicep, palm is up, shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Again, if you need to bring those legs slightly forward for a little bit more support, right? You could do that. Ideally, you're one straight line. Hand comes here for support. We glue those legs together. We hover those feet just slightly off the mat. And again, remember, I'll put my feet down, it's more right pronounced. You have this room underneath here because those obliques are on the entire time, right? Now exhale, lift. We close that space and lower and lift and lower, right? Exhale and just to that hover, right? So we're not touching that mat and you're really thinking about, again, lifting up, using those obliques, right? Push those obliques down into the mat. Right, so you have a little mouse house here, and then we close it, and a little mouse house, and close. We'll do 3, and 2, last 1, good. Just to that hover, little tiny kicks here, little flutter kicks. Again, keeping those hips stable, keeping your shoulders stable. Excuse me. And 2, 1. So now bringing that top leg back, bottom leg forward, right? Use those obliques to lift and lower and lift and lower and up, up. Good, we'll go ahead. Excuse me. 3, 2, last 1. Bringing those legs center and down. I'm just going to grab a sip of water really briefly here. Okay, so now I think we are here, right? Next, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do that clamshell. So remember, we're up, right, on that shoulder. We're not falling into that side, right? Little hand here for support, bringing those legs in. We hover those feet off the mat and exhale, just opening up. Top leg, right? Open and close. Opening that clamshell and close. Again, obliques are on, right? So we're not falling down, we're lifted. Whole body is working here, right? So in Pilates, the whole body is working, right? Just because it's not moving doesn't mean it's not working, right? So if it's not moving, that means you're using it to stabilize yourself, right? You're isolating certain muscles to move and others to stabilize. We have one more here. Good, go ahead and let that bottom leg lower and bringing this leg now parallel. So again, movement comes from the hip. Think about drawing little tiny circles with the knee in one direction, right? Little tiny circles with control, right? So keeping those hips nice and stable, keeping yourself lifted and breathing. 2, 1, let's reverse it. Little tiny circles in the other direction. Right, again, using, right, that glute med, little circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Coming down, we're going to come down and we'll do that nice stretch again here. So lying down on your back, we'll go ahead, we'll cross that leg over, pull it in, flexing that foot to protect the knee, and breathing into that stretch, right? You should feel that nice here on your bottom. And one more big breath, inhale and exhale. Good, and go ahead, placing one foot down and uncrossing and down. And let's go ahead, we'll extend those legs out. Glue them together, point those toes, extending those arms nice and long here. So, my palms are facing in, we have those fingertips glued together, right? So again, the whole body is working, right? So I'm reaching long, inhale, lifting head, neck, and chest. And exhale, rolling ourselves up. Good. Let's do a few of these, right? These feel nice after being down on our side. Inhale and exhale. Again, slowly rolling yourself down, one vertebra at a time. Bringing those arms over, right? Inhale, we lift head, neck, and chest, right? There's this pause here, right? So someone could take a picture, right? Smile, right? And then we roll up, right? Good. Again, make sure the arms are engaged. We're not pushing those shoulders forward, right? We just bring those shoulders over the hips and exhale, rolling down and arms overhead. We'll go ahead, 2 more, right? These feel nice, right? Just kind of moving the spine. Inhale and exhale. Again, keeping that pelvis tucked, keeping the abdominals scooped. And down. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Rolling up. Good. And just go ahead. Take that full forward fold. I fix my necklace. Good. Right, and just stretching. And now we're going to go ahead. Swing those legs behind you, and we're going to come into our quadruped position here. So going into some of our plank work. So you want to make sure that you have your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders all in one straight line, right? If it really is too much on those wrists, coming down to those elbows, but make sure you don't fall into those shoulders, right? So we're lifting up through those shoulders. We're thinking about keeping that crown of the head away from your tailbone here. So let's go ahead. We're going to extend one leg along behind you and then the next. So you have a slight posterior tuck. You're pushed up here. Let's go ahead. We'll start with that left leg. We're just going to drop it, right? Bring it in and inhaling out. And exhale, pulling it in and out. We'll do 3. Good. And 2. And the last one. Good. Now other side, right leg. Just let it glide in on that mat. And back. Gotta get my toes right. And exhale, pulling in. Inhale. And 3. Keeping the abdominals engaged. Keeping those shoulders engaged. Last one. Good. Let's go ahead. We'll drop down. Just shake it out, right? If you need to, right? Sit back into that child's pose. We're coming back up. So again, extending those legs out long behind you. Slight posterior tuck. Now let's do our kicks here. So little, right? Release that left leg and exhale, lift and lower and tap. 3, 2, last one. Good. Tuck those toes in, right? And right leg up and tap and up. Keeping those hips nice and stable. 3, 2, and last one, and go ahead. Coming down, and now we'll really go into that child's pose. I'll give you a moment there. Reach those fingertips long, right? Getting that nice stretch. Good. And then let's go ahead. We're going to come on our bellies here. So coming on your belly, we'll do a little bit of back extension. So your nose is just hovering off that mat, right? If you're at home, right, you want to go ahead and put your nose down on your mat, right? It's your mat. You could do that if you'd like. So Arms come long behind you. You're going to go ahead and bring those pinkies towards the back of your thighs. Again, keep the crown of the head, right, reaching forward. So we're not bending the neck, right? We're not using the neck to lift up. We're lifting up with that upper back, right, that thoracic spine. So inhale, we lift head, neck, and chest, right? Reach that crown of the head forward. And exhale, lowering down. Inhale. So your gaze is like right about the front of your mat, maybe just slightly past it. And exhaling down. Inhale, up. And exhale. Inhale. And down. Let's do 3. Good. And 2. Inhale. Last one. Let's stay lifted. Let's bring those arms around in front of you, right? And then exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, extend, and exhale. Good. Trying to keep that upper back extension, right? Think about squeezing a pencil in between those shoulder blades, right? Pull, and, right, using those lats, and reach, and exhale. We'll do 3 more. 3, good, 2, and the last one, good. Bringing those arms back, and slowly coming on down here. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to put my right ear down on the mat. My legs are glued together. I'm going to take my arms. I'm going to interlace them, place them behind my back. So my hands are on the small of my back, and I'm letting those elbows come as close to the mat as I can, right? So my elbows aren't up, letting them open up. So we're going to do a triple leg kick here, or a double leg kick. So exhale, 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 and inhale, coming up and reaching. And down, and kick, kick, kick. Inhale, and inhale, reaching up, and exhale, 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 inhale, and up, and up, and let's go ahead, one more set here, last one, and nice, good, coming down, and then let's go ahead, we'll just push back into that nice child's pose, right? Think about rounding from that low back. So tucking that pelvis under and reaching those arms forward. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do some more push-ups here at the end. So, again, if you need to go, stay on your knees, right? You can stay on your knees, but make sure the hips aren't back, right? I want you to think about tucking them slightly so that body's in one nice straight line. Right? Otherwise, you're going to meet me in that full push-up position. Again, making sure that those elbows are going to go behind you. Arms are going to come in nice and tight to the body. We'll do 3 and 2. Last one. Push up into your down dog position. Trying to walk back in 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and then rolling up. Let's do 2 more sets like that. All right, so tucking that chin to chest, rolling yourself down, trying to walk out in 3. 1, 2, 3. You should be in your plank position, right? Inhaling down and exhale, lift. And 2. Last one in this set. And then again, push into that down dog and walking in 3 steps or less and rolling up. And we'll go ahead, we'll do 1 more set. So tucking that chin to chest, rolling yourself down. 1, 2, 3. You're in your push-up position. Again, if you need to go to those knees, go to those knees. But we have 3 more. Inhale and exhale, and 2, and 3. And push into that down dog, and walk it in. And then let's just hang here for a breath or 2. Soft knees, letting that spine decompress, letting the backs of the legs stretch out. 1 more big breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and now exhale. Again, use those abdominals to roll yourself up, tucking or keeping that chin tucked. Head comes up last and coming to standing. And thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. So have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. Bye.